lot of weapons. I think it all starts up front with the O-line, but then also we got guys on the outside, 88, GP, who are going to make a lot of plays, Turp, and then 87. I think there's so many weapons on this offense. It's going to be exciting.
How many pass attempts per game?
I don't know. But I guess we'll see.
You guys embracing the fact that so many are already kind of writing out of this game? Because, you're in Philly going against the super defending champion and then Michael Parsons trade and whatnot. It just seems like a lot of national opponents are kind of writing you guys out.
Yeah. That's cool. That's as Lunda Wells would say, that's cool, that's dope. But when it gets to breathing, that stuff doesn't matter. So we'll see.
Have you already been seeing just kind of the effect that George Pickens will have? And maybe you've seen in practice about what for you and for CD and what they can kind of do to open things up.
Yeah. He opens up the whole field. He's a threat, and as soon as you see him, you can't double both those guys. And if you try, that just opens up so much more. And watching him just from camp, OTAs even, like the way he can contort his body in the air and make that catch is unbelievable.
When did you watch the Super Bowl?
I didn't watch it this year.
You didn't watch the Super Bowl?
No, I did not.
At all?
Too many commercials.
Did you watch highlights of it?
I honestly don't watch a lot of football outside of film. I watch us, and if it's not us, I don't really care. And the only time I watch other teams is when I'm scouting. So, there's been a little Super Bowl tape, I guess you could say. So, yeah, I watched a little bit of the Super Bowl, but just these past weeks.
The offseason's obviously long, ways on it. How excited are you just actually to go out and win?
Yeah, a ton, and it's been a while. It's been since, February, January. But, getting back here with this group of guys, it's going to be really fun to go out there and finally start playing.
You're obviously familiar with playing in Philly in that kind of hostile environment. Just talk a little bit about the importance of not having to claw back from behind. Just get out to a fast start, land your haymakers, and make them fight for the ball.
Yeah, playing anybody when you're away, it's tough, and momentum is a huge thing. So with a crowd like that, getting loud when you're on an away game, you just got to, trust everybody in your circle, trust everybody on our sideline, and it's all about us, and we just got to be clean and execute.
Shadi talked earlier today about how he gave you guys a speech about, hey, it's the Eagles, it's prime time, and then he thought later, I don't need to tell these guys that. We have 17 of these. Is it sort of refreshing to hear a coach kind of find his way through this first time, and what have you observed about him as he's gotten ready for his very first game as an NFL head coach?
For sure, yeah, and that's probably extremely exciting, and like you said, he got that that kind of fire for a second, and that goes back to what I said earlier. We're just trying to be where our feet are. We're not playing the game today. We're not playing the game tomorrow. We're playing it on Thursday. So all that rah-rah stuff, he even preached on this. That's cool, but we don't need that right now. We need to be clean. We need to be sharp on everything we're doing today. Not tomorrow, not the next day, but today. We need to just focus on today.
When Shadi first arrived, how have you seen him kind of grow into the role of head coach from when he first got?
Yeah, I think I think he's been true to who he is, and as a coach to player, I can appreciate that, to see him. There hasn't been so much change, or there hasn't been like a, maybe he's light at the beginning of OTAs, and then all of a sudden he's screaming now. He's been the same throughout, and I can appreciate that, and that's awesome, because I also know what I can expect from him, and he knows what he can expect from me, and it's sort of that relationship that every player has to have with their coach.
CD was voted the captain. How have you seen CD grow? And I guess last year too, specifically, he's going through his injury, playing through all that. How much was that kind of a testament to maybe helping him become a captain?
Yeah, for sure. And not only is he one of the best players on our team, if not the best, but he fights through injuries, and he might not be the most vocal all the time, but you can watch him and you can see him, and when he is battling through that stuff, that thing's contagious, and that makes you want to fight that much more for him and for the other guys.
Yeah, you guys noticed that last year when he was going through
For sure. Oh, yeah.
Sounds like you guys have a lot of quiet leaders. Who are the not quiet leaders?
Oh, shoot. We got guys who definitely have their moments. Forrest definitely loud every once in a while, and I think you need that from a quarterback. But, BB will get loud every once in a while, and it's just like, oh, all right, here we go. But, it's sprinkled here and there, and I think that's good too. Is we got guys who are leaders. We also got guys who know when it's time to follow and when it's time to get in line. And when Dak's saying something, it's all eyes up, like we're going. And so, I think we made a huge emphasis this offseason about knowing your role and knowing what your job is on this team.
No.
Why not?
I watched it on tape, but I didn't watch it on TV. I wasn't in it.
Does it piss you off?
It did upset me, yes. I did not get to play in the Super Bowl. Yeah.
What's your biggest message to a guy like Tyler Booker going into that environment?
I mean, just to go in there and be himself. I mean, God doesn't put us in any place that we're not supposed to be. And he's an extremely talented individual. He's a hard worker, and he loves the game. And so I think he just needs to go out there, do the things that he's practiced, and he'll be fine.
How much does Thursday night's ceremony, they're going to hang the Super Bowl banner, how much does that add fuel to the fire at all?
I mean, it's just like any other game for me. Like, regardless of the ceremonies or whatever's going on, like, we ultimately have a job to do, and that's to win. So they can do whatever they want, and we're going to go out there and handle business.
It's another off season and another season of you and Cooper Beebe working next to each other. What have you seen from him and his development, and where is he at going into year 2?
I mean, I just think he's developed a lot in the mental side, as well as physical side. I think he's very decisive with his reads, very decisive with his calls and things of that nature. And I think he's just taken a great step at really commanding that offensive line.
Now, does it change anything if it's Nate or Tyler Guyton at left tackle?
I mean, no. I mean, it's 5-1. We ultimately know that guys are going to be down, guys are going to be up. We went through the same thing last year and the years prior, so ultimately it's just going to be up to us communicating and making sure we're all on the same page.
How much does it help having Nate when you guys did it in the starting lineup during training camp and getting that work over there?
It's extremely helpful. I mean, just to bank those reps, get that chemistry, to understand, our strengths and, how we play together. So extremely valuable.
Another member of your draft class is signed a extension, right? So is that popping in your head at all, or wanting to get yours done anytime soon?
I mean, obviously everything will happen in due time. I think the most important thing for us is just focusing on Thursday.
How do you think having Kenny to go against in practice will help you?
I mean, I think it's great. I mean, he's an extremely talented defensive lineman, a true vet and a seasoned guy. And I think it'll do nothing but just, make us better as a team, especially in the trenches for sure.
What have you seen from your group of running backs going into the week?
Just variation. I mean, we got guys who run the ball hard, who love to get vertical, and I think that's something you can't have enough of. Guys who are just, once they see the gap, they're going to hit a gap. And so I think, obviously we have a Rolodex of guys that we're going to roll through, and I think they're all going to make hay during the game.
What challenges does the defensive line give you guys in some offensive line?
I mean, they're a talented defensive line. Obviously, they're physical. They know how to play hard, and I think it's a great challenge for us to start off, just in terms of embracing that violence and that physicality that we're going to have all year.
What would be your message to Cowboys fans as you enter this season? Obviously Mike is gone now, but you guys still feel like you have a lot to do.
I mean, just continue to love and support us as much as y'all can. I mean, we appreciate y'all, and we're going to go out there and handle business.
When you were a rookie, was there any defender you were like, man, I really want to go up against that guy and get that test?
I mean, yeah, Aaron Donald, but I mean, it was just like, it's just somebody you watch. But I think there are many different defenders as I kind of gone through it that, always provide, great challenges. So it's really all about you. It's never really about anybody else.
Did you see any immediate value in maybe getting that barometer check? We're going up against a guy like Aaron, like, okay, now I can. My first dude I went against was Shaq Barrett. So he was coming off of a 15-sack season and things of that nature. So that was huge for me to just go out there and, in my first game and, be able to bank those reps against him for sure.
Do you embrace playing in an environment like this, hostile crowd, opening night, Super Bowl champs?
Yeah, I absolutely do. I mean, you're going to have to play on the road, and you're going to have to play in hostile environments. And I think it's great to just, start in one and, really just get to, kick off the season for real.
Your team always gets a lot of attention from us and fans. Would you say that this year more than ever that there's more people that are doubting what this team could be, what you guys think it could be?
I don't really pay attention to the noise, to be honest. I mean, there's a lot going on, but ultimately, the only thing that can help us is, the work that we put in each and every day in this building and outside of it.
Good luck.
How have you guys been able to deal with losing Parsons?
I mean, we just show up to work and, get better every day. I mean, we obviously, it's hard to see him go, but, he got what he ultimately wanted. All parties are happy and healthy, and so I think that's the most important thing.
Do you guys communicate after it at all? You guys were like 2 lockers down from each other.
Oh, you know Micah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I went to his house the day of, and, you know, I talked to him and stuff like that, and like, you know, his family was obviously ecstatic and things of that nature. So yeah.
Trey mentioned that he was there too. Were there a group of current players there to help?
There were a couple of guys around. There were,